It's Thursday. That means Modern Thursday live from Titan Games in Peoria, the Casbah of Peoria Gaming, where card floppers and dice chuckers play in harmony. I'm Evil Bob, your resident head of the box, and we've got 8 here tonight. It's going to be a very good matchups. In fact, we are even stepping outside of the norm. No snow, no Danzy. That means we're starting with Captain. Huh?
I just noticed you got green hands too. That's freaking genius.
And
I hope we're not too loud.
oh no, you are fine. You are fine. No Pathfinders or Starfinders here tonight, but we do have another group, Destiny tabletop players. So, hello, Destiny.
Hello there. We just killed a bunch of guys.
All right.
Heck yeah.
So we are starting like no snow, no Danzy. So we have the Captain, and Captain is on 8 Karn. Hurts to even say. And his opponent is Rock, and Rock is on Genjutsu.
That is a 3.
Genjutsu. It's Genjutsu, isn't it?
I can just regenerate you in the middle of
Genjutsu. Alright. We are off to the races. Let's see how this 8 Karn works, because I mean, you give Tron a wishboard, and obviously Tron is going to respond with in kind. There we go. So Rock's starting off with a chromatic sphere. I am all discombobulated. There we go. Okay. And I didn't hear what that was. Something dumb, I'm sure. What's up?
Just had somebody join in as a late entry.
Oh, who?
Matt Spencer, they're playing Zombie Hunt.
Oh, okay. Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, so,
Thank you.
just came in here to let you know.
Thank you very much. Matt
Where is
Spencer. Zombie Hunt. I do like me a Zombie Hunt deck. It's fun. So Rock
Don't worry.
going digging. Got oh my goodness. There's so many cards I don't know.
No castle. Okay. So just stick with us. We'll help you get
So we've got a map
Did the Cosmodrome is?
Yeah.
and a forest. Is that a basic? That's a lot of text box for a basic. I don't think that's a basic. But whatever it is, Captain's down to 18.
Yeah, that's what was your name again? Leroy. That's Leroy.
The only reason you're so.
What? What?
Hey, this is Drew.
What in the world is that thing?
We can all work together to get this out.
The hell am I going to do without me? No.
Aiden.
Oh, I hate when new sets drop because I don't remember or know what's all in the set. So you get these weird, goofy, not white things that I have no idea what they are.
I'm right answer. I was able to help you. I'm glad you heard. This is G, so we're able to help you out. If we get in sticky situations, we'll finally retreat and reverse, okay?
What?
So just stick with us. We'll find out.
Well, that's a Nissa.
Do you got any idea how we
I know Nissa.
No.
frick? Sorry, sir. I do not. Okay.
Not Vital Force. There it is. Who shakes the world?
Back on his feet. Still kind of sore for now.
Is he...
This is an 8 Karn. What are you playing?
Things like that.
Maybe is it still 8 Karn? Maybe is it not Tron?
Class. Just ask if I give you...
Oh, Rock's over here. Oh, don't don't at me, okay? Just don't at me.
Hey, dude, he could be a hero. For all we know.
Yeah,
I-
you know, you can just see from his clothes that he's a warlock.
I
I
know.
how much light,
I know. Okay.
especially coming back from being
Alright. I was like, why is Rock playing with chromatic spheres and maps? That's not what Rock plays. Okay. Okay. This is okay. I'm straight now. Okay.
your ghost.
Okay. Yeah.
Explaining things as you go.
Yeah. Don't at me. Okay. So that's probably a vor of some kind.
Yeah, you can do it too. I got it. 3.
Alright, so you see.
Alright. So now we have a walking ballista.
Where's my bloody worker? See, over here, there is a door.
Walking ballista with 1 counter on it.
I'm gonna go get a red white.
Terra Eternal would be really good for Rock right now if that's not what that's on there.
We got a quick one option too. But we're still in danger with those guys. But I feel like
We just took on like a line.
yeah, but now we don't have any. You know.
Genju of the Falls, I believe.
Yeah, 1.
I had 2. And then 1 real. I had 2 reloads for kinetic.
I got 1 energy.
And then I still have like full max that I reloaded.
Yeah. You got a full clip of sniper and 2 kinetic. I got
Awaken V2 Gazi.
for a full sniper.
Should I get something?
I'll take
Wow. Cap not getting it done on that one. Rock goes up game number 1 over 8 Karn. I don't think that's going to be the norm, but
I still need the other.
I mean, the Genju, that's a lot of good cheap land coming in. So Rock picks up game number 1. I need to set up my board. So let's see here.
Yeah.
We are at Titan.
We just gotta make sure we keep eyes on the doors.
Today is the 16th. And we have Captain,
Is it closed right now or open?
So,
8 Karn.
we'll keep inside.
We have Rock.
Peek inside. We can peek inside.
Uh,
I got 1.
Genjutsu. We also have Jacob.
You got 2 since I got 1, so you got that since mine.
Playing 3 colors.
Well, you see. What's the problem?
We have Zach Zenko.
Okay, so no enemies?
Zach is on Demir.
You're clear.
You guys know
Tyler
okay, before we do,
is on Fat Pack Bant.
we're gonna have either Leroy or what's his name?
Jackie is in the house
What's your name?
playing Thrill House.
Logan.
Logan.
Alex Ho.
I'm gonna ask one of them to help me move the barricade right here, so that if something tries to get in, it has a little bit more difficulty to get
Alex said he was letting his opponent choose his deck, so it doesn't really matter. Jake Holmes is here,
chest and then take a rest. To regain.
and Jake is playing Derp.
Tip top.
I have an idea to type in.
Derp Shadow. It's Grix's Shadow, or it's not Grix's, it's Jun Shadow. His MAACC, it didn't like the blue, so it's no longer the multiverse advancement. Yeah, the multiverse advancement of colored creatures. Let's see here, and late entry, as was foretold by Mr. Brandon, is Matt Spencer. who, if he gets on cam, would be new to the stream, and he is on Zombie Hunt. Alright. Saving that, closing that out. Now we're keeping track. We've got Captain versus Rock. And so far, Rock is up game number 1, so we're moving into game number 2. Sorry for such the, yeah, I'm going to try to pay attention now to see what is being played.
Very efficient. Yeah. I've learned from many mistakes because I've always.
Oh my goodness, Cataday. Cataday is cute. Cataday is cute. You can all rest assured, Cataday is cute today. Just take my word for it.
Alright, so you're searching that first chest.
Alright. The captain gets to go first in this game. He probably went first last game too. Probably not. I don't know. I don't really remember. You would think I would know some things, but I just fumble around. I did. Speaking of fumbling around, I was provided with a JJ's Bakery peach pie. Look forward to that critique a little bit later on. I know I do. And Captain's going to start off with a power plant into a Crom Sphere. Gonna crack the Crom Sphere. See, these lands make a lot more sense now that I know that it's Captain. Not Rock on the left. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so tower into Relic of Progenitus. So forest. So many proxies. Oh, I wish I knew. I truly wish I knew. It's a creature of some sort. It costs 2 mana. It might be Steve. And Oblivion Stone. Yep, okay, it was Steve. I think I figured it out. It was Steve.
You guys already have knives by default, especially the hunters.
Hunters are, that's what they're made of.
So should we give it to...
Sakura Tribe Elder. It's Steve. Hey, Steve. He cracked it, got a basic land. Rock needs to get down,
And that's just the first chest.
well, I mean, O-Stone's going to blow up, O-Stone's Oblivion Stone. The Oblivion Stone, and it's one of the dumbest cards ever printed, that you get to distribute divinity counters, or I'm sorry, fate counters, and then if you sacrifice the Oblivion Stone, and destroy each non-land permanent that doesn't have a divinity counter on, or on a fate counter on it. So we do have Tron, Mine Tower Panner Plant with an additional Panner Plant. And it looks like we put a Genju down. Is that the white Genju?
A square sliding puzzle that makes a clacking noise and flavor.
Genju of the Fields. Yep, that is a Genju of the Fields. You get to turn that land into a 2/5 spirit with lifelink.
Anything you don't need, you can always sell at the tower when you reach there. In game, you don't know this yet, but...
And is that the green Genju? Probably the green one. Genju of the Cedars. 4/4 spirit. It's just a beater. Like all green, it's just big and dumb.
And that's it.
Cracked the O-Stone, so he no longer has those Genju.
Okay.
And it looks like it's 18 to 20 right now. There we go. And attack with another Genju, so let's just swap life totals. Swing in for 2 and the life, so yep.
Taking first watch?
down, was at 18, went back up to 20. Ghost Quarter comes down for the captain.
Check for that for the last thing. What's the score? Yo, roll sense.
No, just roll it. Just rolling for an
Oh.
encounter. You do not get an encounter.
Sounds like Jake is counting,
What?
All rest or
The whole rest, yes.
yes.
sounds like Jake is counting,
Able to regain your
Tarmogoyf in the background.
When do we do it?
Oh, that is a dirty worm. Dirty worm.
I'll figure it out later.
Worm coil engine.
Worst case.
6/6 beater that when it dies you get 2 3/3 beaters, one with lifelink and the other with death touch. But right now it's just a 6/6 death touch lifelink. Who knew?
Difficulty. Like I'm supposed
I
to
knew.
be able to have a limit
I knew.
on the kinds of enemies that I can put out. And based on those enemies and your power level is what is how many.
This game it looks like Captain is just rolling hard.
So like for every
And another white Genju down, so Rock has a pair of 2 4s available to him
you get
with lifelink. But even that 4 power is not enough to get rid of the dirty worm should it come to that. Rock gets attacked, he goes down to 14. And Captain goes up to 24. Seems good. Seems good. And another dirty worm. So, times 2. Seems good. I don't think we're going to see Rock pull out another win here. Would be interesting, but Tron's gonna starve first. Let's see what Rock's got. Rock has a Nissa that he's wanting to play again. I don't think she's gonna do a whole lot right now, except get attacked. It is gonna give 5 mana. We're awakening the V2 Gazi.
well, how much are you missing?
Honestly, I would like at least 2 hours. So we can get.
Take a 3-hour nap.
Okay.
So that forest has become a 9/9. That is attacking? Nope, you had to tap it to activate it.
No.
Okay. Okay.
And Karn.
So your rest is uneventful and you're able to.
When you rest, you gain 1 point.
And we are ticking down Karn to go wish for the Mycosynth Lattice. Oh, 10 mana. Lock out the game. So the Mycosynth Lattice, all permanents are artifacts. Just all permanents are artifacts. 6 mana, all permanents are artifacts. Karn, if you remember, whoops. Karn says that activated abilities of artifacts your opponents control can't be activated. So yeah, Rock can't tap lands. Rock can't do anything. This is the dumbest. It's the dumbest. Ugh. So, Captain goes up game number 2. Bing, we are even Stevens on this one. So yeah, we got to see the Karn lock happen. So happy about that. Quoth the captain, I did not realize Tron could be a prison deck, and then Wizards made all my dreams come true. So yeah, it's exactly what just happened there. Mmm. 10 mana. Get. Yeah. He lets you from outside the game or in exile. Just. Mm. So even if
Yeah, only 'cause I forgot.
Yeah, we forgot. So.
you counter the Mycosynthellatus,
We're learning as we go. That's
it goes into your graveyard.
Like honestly, if
You use
actually like do that in world we added nothing.
uh,
But now we're running up.
Relic Virginitas
So
to just tap it, exile the lattice, and then just Karn for it again. It's so dumb. He's got 5 loyalty, so you get to wish twice before he's useless. Before you have to blossom, and it's +1. It's like until your next turn if one target created. It's a Karn's Touch. It's OG Karn.
I'd be OP.
Karn Silver Golem. Target non-creature artifact becomes an artifact creature. So yeah, you can just start picking off your opponent's lands. Or
I'm probably just gonna wait it with him for now.
Karn's Touch.
If he
Was the
sticks,
same thing, but for 2 blue mana.
he sticks. He sticks.
Yeah.
with the fire.
8 Karn. Yeah, yeah. Degenerateness at its best, but
Next time.
I wanted to showcase it. I wanted everybody to just know. Everybody already knew, but now you've seen it. And when you see it, it somehow becomes more real.
Get away from me.
yeah, that's maybe.
And 10 mana,
Okay, let's take care.
10 mana win the game.
We're running out of resources.
Unless your opponent has a very substantial board, 10 mana win the game. Just, And dirty worms, they hold your opponent off long enough that you are going to win the game. Yeah. Wizards, it's right up there with the Neoform Allosaurus turn 1 win.
There was a chance to get another weapon going on. But we're first for ammo and our abilities. Forget it.
Is it Allosaurus?
So this is a Dragon Run special. True. They are weak. We're trying to do the version like we did last time.
The Allosaurus Rider. What's this dumb thing up to?
Like if we put this over here, and then we sound like
It's a $10 card now. This thing was like a 60-cent rare.
I made you
But you know what?
set up so we're gonna do it,
With Neoform and
Wyvern.
yeah, with Neoform, you can just Neoform Chancellor,
Miss again.
Yeah.
Allosaurus Rider, one other green card, and yeah, and you just instantly go get Gristlebrand. Yeah, turn 1. Turn 1. You gotta have a blue mana. 1 blue mana source. It's dumb. So Rock's putting out Steve and another Steve, and Captain is responding with a gets attacked. Go get him, Steve.
Yeah, you can, but you would have more shit.
So Steve gets in. Oh, wow. Natural turn 3 Karn. Stack them both. Dirty Worm on the board. Natural Tron. Seems good. Seems really good. Yeah, you didn't even have to fetch for it. Just bam, right there. All 3 Karn or all 3 Tron Priests with a Worm Coil engine. I don't want to sound bitter. I don't want to come off as bitter. It's just, oh, it's Tron. And I love the Captain, don't get me wrong. Captain is a fantastic fellow. He's a wonderful person and a joy to be around. It's just the deck. It's nothing personal. It's just the deck. That being said, let's see what kind of degenerateness he's going to get up to this time. Natural Tron on turn 3. Dropped a Worm Coil engine. Surprised it wasn't Karn liberated. That'll get things going right away. Rock, on the other hand, looks like he has a blue Genju and a green Genju. Against any other deck, I would say that the Genju,
Character in this, and I'm like,
is a good thing. But
Yeah, so
uh,
this is Adrian. He's coming.
and
Again, we can just say no to all.
looks like Captain got hit for 3.
That's the thing.
And this
So-
is points will find out.
Yeah, right. We probably find out.
Yeah, sure.
Again,
Give me the gun.
But also fallen really only guard their treasure.
And we are sacking the chromatic sphere for green, and we are going to ancient stirrings. Look at the top 5 of your library.
So they could very well be doing nothing.
And he reveals the Oblivion Stone.
honestly,
Gonna cast the Oblivion Stone.
personally, I say no. Because like, the risk is not worth
Go to combat, swing with a 6/6 lifelink death touch.
it. And we need to get out
And it's
there.
not like you'll never be in the
Rock's gonna take 6, go to 12. Captain's gonna go up to 22.
Yeah, we could come back.
Yeah, see, I say we should just move on.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards that now.
Yeah. Let's just try and get out of here.
It's just following.
And we are sacrificing the O-Stone to blow up everything that's not a land. Captain now gets a pair of 3/3 worms. One has death touch, one has lifelink. Both are just nasty. Seems good. Seems good.
Yeah, that's right. When, how about I only grab one?
And then looks like Rock didn't have anything to play, so he put down a Hollow Fountain tap. Goes attacking for 6. Rock's gonna take 6. Goes down to 6. Captain's gonna gain 3 life. Goes to 25. Plays another Panner Plant. And puts a card liberated. This one is Card Father, they call him. Card liberated, you know, OG card. And, you know, why not tip up and exile a card from Rock's hand? Because, you know, a colorless planeswalker that essentially enters play with 10 loyalty. That's good. That's good. Yep. Rock pays 2 to do something and scoops it up. So Rock not able to get the game done, not able to get it done against the captain. Was happy to see that the captain did pull out this win. You know, it is 8 card. Let's see here. That's gonna put the captain at 6-1-1 on the year. Fantastic job. And I'm just going to put Rock. Oh, unfortunately, Rock goes to 1-7 on the year. So we have featured the Rock and the Captain the same amount of matches so far this year, and doesn't look so good for Rock. But anyway, we are just getting underway. 8 in-house should be 3 rounds of goodness. Captain's going to take this one in 3. Rock did get 1 victory out of the way. Let's see what else we got going on tonight. I do want to see Jackie. I want to see Jackie in the Throw House take on somebody, because it's been a while since I've seen Jackie. So I'm going to find out if Jackie wants to be on, and if she does, fantastic. If not, then I might see if Alex or Jake or maybe Mr. Spencer, because I like the idea of Zombie Hunt. I don't know if he knows it's not London Mulligan yet or not, but we're going to find out. I'm going to step out for just a second, and it looks like we're just getting underway, or they're changing locations in the Destiny game. But while I'm out, I leave you with the sultry sounds of Tabletop Destiny.
There's not much to it. What was that? Man. Maybe it's on the door.
It's on the outside of the door.
They do it regularly.
Oh, you mean there's a TV outside?
No, there's
No,
a
that's
link
their-
link to the Twitch.
Ah.
So if you're wanting to watch it sometime.
If you want to see the Floating Hitman, you can. I like it. It's
Everyone's got to have a shtick, and that's what I chose.
Floating
Okay, and we're back. Had a camera issue with somebody playing with the mount, and then yeah, but we got Jackie versus Jacob. Alright, let's see here. Everybody gets at 20. Whoops. Am I? Okay. It's amazing when the numlock isn't on how it happens. Okay. And Jackie. Thrill House. And Jacob with 3. Just gonna call it 3. Alright. And Jackie puts down a land that automatically puts her up to 20 life, so we're off to a bold start for Miss Yakel. What happened? Okay, Jace's Phantasm's going to come down, and Jacob is going to bounce his land back to his hand with a Simic Bounce Land. I think it's a Growth Chamber. I think that's what that one's called. Alright, and we go with a... oh, it's Titan. Oh, is it Amulet Titan? It is! Okay, so Jackie landfall with the Hedron Crab. Let's get Karn off there. Hedron Crab. La la la. Landfall, mill 3. That's how good the crabs do. Let's see here. Jacob is on... Amulet Titan. Okay, and he is down to... Jace's Phantasm attacked, and he's going to Ancient Strings to find himself a Gemstone Mine. Like... And Thought Scour, gonna mill 2, and Jackie's gonna draw a card. Not necessarily. And great, and landfall, mill 3 more. What exiled his graveyard? And attack for 1 more. Eventually, Jace's Phantasm will get up there. Amulet of Vigor comes down. Now we're getting going. Amulet of Vigor. Amulet of Vigor, it says whenever a permanent enters the battlefield tapped and under your control, you just untap it. So an untapped trigger goes onto it. So the bounce lands, the tap for 2 mana, they come into play and they untap, and you can, with the bounce trigger on the stack, the untap trigger goes on the stack. So it resolves first. You get to tap it however many times you have Amulet down, and then you can just rebounce it, because it just says bounce a land. It doesn't have to be another land. And it looks like the mission briefing is going to hit the Thought Scour. Mission briefing is a non-body two blue mana Snapcaster Mage. It's out of guilds. It's the newest addition to the Snap. So, and he gets in for 5 this time. I am not a kitty. Not a kitty. Hive. Oh, the hive mind route. We are going. Oh my goodness. That's not just disgusting, but we are going to pact you to death. Yep. 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 That is how the Hive Mind kill works. You cast Hive Mind, and then, whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery, each other player copies that spell. It's not a may. They have to copy it. So then you go with, in this case, it was the Summoner's Pact, which, for 0, search your library for a green creature, reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library afterwards. Now, the kill comes because you cast that, so your opponent has to cast it too. Odds are your opponent is not playing your colors. And if they are, you're just running all the pacts. So whichever pact you throw, they have to pay for. And even if they are playing the colors, you run multiple packs out. So even if Jackie were on green, odds are she's not going to have 8 green available to her at the time during her upkeep. So if you cast Summoner's Pact twice, then she has to cast Summoner's Pact twice, which means on her upkeep she has to pay 8 or die. Now, the downside is, yeah, you're going to die to that unless you have an answer. But the deck had some feed a couple years ago, and it was always interesting because you could always run the end the turn instant, or the what is it, the clock, one of the clocks. That's not a clock. Hang on. We'll look at the blood clock. Yeah, the player returns permanent. I don't understand. Unless it pays 2. Wow. Sundial of the Infinite. There we go. Sundial of the Infinite is a 2-mana 1, end your turn, or end the turn. Activate this only during your turn. Sundial of the Infinite will save you from the Hive Mind Pact combo, because during your upkeep with those pay triggers on the stack, you just end your turn, and then it's on your opponent. But odds are, if you have a Sundial of the Infinite on the battlefield, odds are your opponent is not going to is not going to be casting the packs with the Hive Mind. But that's just a thought. Anyway, Amulet Titan. I almost want to call it Hive Titan. fact, I think I will. Hive Titan, and everyone goes to 20, and there we go. Jake did get the game number 1, so we'll be doing that. My apologies for being slow. Blue victory. And we start off with a Sunhome. Fortress of the Legion. For 4 mana, target creature gains double strike until end of turn. That is very useful when you have Primeval Titan, when he comes in play or attacks. Search your library for 2 lands, put him into play. So, like, as he's attacking, you get the mana to put Sunhome down and then give him double strike. So you have a 6/6 trample double strike coming at you. And it's just a natural progression of his ability. Hedron Crab again comes down for Jackie, so that's going to be good. She puts down... what was that? Mugosi? So, it to 18. And Jackie goes down to 17. And we are going to just counter the Glimpse the Unthinkable. 2 mana, mill 10. It's not too terrible. And Trinket Mage gets himself an amulet, Primal Amulet. And Jacob's going to play the Amulet of Vigor down. And we are going to get some triggers to untap. And now he's got a lot of green mana. Going to play a Sakura Tribe Scout onto the battlefield. She's a little snaky lady that lets you tap to put a land from your hand onto the battlefield at instant speed. So Jackie has double crabs in play. And she's also at 16 live. And goes down to 15. It must be an Imp New Rivulet. That makes a lot more sense than Magosi. Yeah, she has to pay the life to make blue mana, so yeah, I'm gonna say it's an Imp New Rivulet. Seems good. Seems good. And Fatally Push her. Sure. Hey, it is gonna stop him from being a little degenerate. Because it's gonna give him 2 less mana every turn because she could just tap. He could play the tap land, get 2 mana out of it, return it on its own bounce ability, use her to put it back into play, tap it, uses bounce ability. So yeah, it's taking 2 additional mana out of the way. Now he's going to start off with a another Gemstone Mine, and he's going to swing in for 2. Now the crabs only have a 2 butt, so And the Hedron crab, is a 2. And so Hive Mind's still in play. Jackie needs to hit the Hive Mind. Because if he gets that down, it is just game over. Vesuva is going to come into play as a copy of the Gemstone Mine, and it's going to just untap, get some counters, going to tap them down. And there's the Hive Mind and the Summoner's Pact, and Jackie can't do anything about it this time, so that is all she wrote. Jacob goes up 2-0 on this match, and Jackie unfortunately slides farther into the Brian bracket. This was the 0-1 bracket, so Captain is still on top, I would imagine. Let's see here. Jacob Gonzalez picks up win number 8 on the year, bringing his total to 8-4-1. And Jackie, unfortunately, picks up loss number 4. She is a solid 4, or 0-4-0. Let's see here. I think we got some time before the next round, so as I'm trying to decide who is going to be up. Let's see here. What are my options? Got Rock. I already saw Rock. I already saw Captain. Saw Jackie. Saw Jake. I could put the Zombie Hunt deck up and either see it blow somebody out or get totally blown away. Get some quick magic tonight. Kind of like the 2 rounds on Tuesday. Just not enough to get them going. We do have Tyler. We got Alex. Got Jake. I don't know. What do you think? Jake? Jake's a good guy. I'll see if Jake wants to be on. But before I go out and see if Jake wants to be on, the aforementioned JJ's Bakery Peach Pie. This is the continuing series of the fruit pie, hand pie critique series. Episode 3, I think it is, because it's my episode 3, episode 4 altogether, because Bill did enjoy that JJ's cherry on cam, that I was a little too busy that night to be able to enjoy it with him, but we've got the peach pie going on here. Hey, Ms. Yakel.
Hello.
I will wait half a tick. What's up? Hive Mind.
Hive Mind.
Let's see here. Let's go ahead and bring that mic in, so you're just in time for me to see how a JJ's Bakery peach hand pie is gonna go over. I'm assuming it's gonna be a lot like other JJ's pies that have just been. They're good. I love their crust.
Yeah.
Their filling is on the Hostess level. Bill says there's not enough fruit chunks. At least the blackberry was lacking. I didn't feel that way, but Bill and I often butt heads against each other on varying opinions. So let's see here.
Yeah.
That's that beautiful crust. Oh my god. It's so good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with him on this one. I thought the cherry had the right amount of fruit in there.
Yeah.
I'm not really tasting pieces of peach.
Yeah.
It's definitely peach flavor, but I don't think there's any chunks of peach. What's going on? There are some in there. They're just very few and far between. I'm not a big peach pie guy, but I do love me some peach cobbler.
Yeah.
And this is not peach cobbler.
Yeah.
So, hive mind.
Ouch.
That's a thing that happens.
Just twist the arm. That's what it feels like.
I had forgotten that a lot of Bloom Titan also incorporated hive mind as a go-to WinCon on the side. It sucks that you didn't get it with any of the mill. That was very unfortunate. You were doing some pretty deep digging in game number 2 there, but
yeah.
Unfortunately, it just
just for some reason I was not hitting blue like I should have been.
Right, and it also hurts to have to run the rivulet.
Yeah.
For your blue mana productions. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get that off as we get ready for the next round. But let's see here. So there's a solid chance you're going to get the bye next round, which is
Probably,
unfortunate, and I'm sorry about that.
It happens, and I'm okay with that. Which we've only got how many people?
We have 8 or 9.
9. Yeah.
9, because there is a bye.
Okay.
So because Matt Spencer showed up a little bit late.
Yeah.
And he's on Zombie Hunt. I wonder how he's doing. I wonder if he almost thought that the London Mulligan had gone into effect, but Zombie Hunt was a fun deck regardless. I mean, it is possible to mull down to 2 and still win, so...
Yeah. So wait, which mulligan are we on now?
We are on, what is it? Vancouver, I think, is the technical term for what we have.
Is it, okay, I need to turn this down.
Oh, is it too loud?
A little bit.
Let's see here.
There we go.
The Vancouver Mulligan rule. Yep. Okay. So what we're currently using is the Vancouver Mulligan. That's you take one less card and then you get the scry.
Okay.
That's
wanted to make sure we were on the same page.
Yeah. That's it. It's the Vancouver Mulligan because that's where they tested it out. At the Vancouver Pro Tour in the far off year of 2015. We've been under Scry Mulligan for 4 years.
Yeah. I like this mulligan.
This mulligan's good. There's still discussion if we're gonna. Oh, hey, Dancy, how's it going?
Hey.
Hey, only a minute behind too. Fantastic. There's still discussions on if we're going to London Mulligan.
Okay.
And the London Mulligan is every time you mulligan, you draw 7.
Okay.
And then when you decide to keep, you tuck that many less cards. So let's say you mulligan once.
Okay.
Instead of drawing 6 and scrying, you draw 7, tuck one of them to the bottom if you decide to keep it.
Okay.
No scry, play that hand.
Okay.
if let's say you're opening hand 7, you don't like it, you throw it back.
Yeah.
First time, you draw 7 again. If you don't like those 7, throw it back. Second mulligan, draw 7. If you like this hand, pick 5 of those cards to keep, tuck 2 to the bottom of the deck, and no scry.
Yeah, that's
the London mulligan,
Yeah.
and that's what they were testing at where they're at. So, that being said, Danzy, have you heard, where are we at on the London mulligan? Is future London mulligan 4 days ago. 3 different concepts: a new mulligan rule, open deck list, and a pre-release Mythic Championship. Today, these products. There was mostly a consensus that the London mulligan was good for limited. The ability to mulligan to take 6 or 5 to 6 or 5 and have a normal game after that was just incredible. Last I heard, they tested it, but I haven't decided to implement. Yeah, that's where I thought we're at.
yeah.
It felt like the Vancouver immediately went into use. It was like the Pro Tour happened, and then the next Monday, it was like, yeah, we're using Vancouver. Maybe I just fast tracked it, but my memory says that's how it happened.
Yeah.
The fact that they're really mulling this one over, get what I did? See what I did? Anyway. Watsy asks us to keep track of mulligans, providing them information. All I know, they kept myself for an opening hand and constructed in 8 rounds at the tournament. My 5th match of constructed, I saw people reporting several wins on mulligans to 3 or 4, and almost won a game to mulligan on 2 against humans. Makes the games take longer when you shuffle 3 times per game, which was very common in my matches. Things naturally take a while. The die roll is more important. One of the few advantages of being on the draw used to be that you could afford to keep riskier hands, or that if you mulliganed, you were less likely to have non-games. Even being on the play was way still substantially better in the majority of the matchups. Now the downsides are diminished. You don't have to keep riskier hands, and you mulligan to 6 or 5, you will still have a functional draw rather than passing on turn 2 and 3. That's because it wasn't broken like this one.
I mean,
See, we're automatically going to it's broken. Have you not realized yet? Because I'm just now coming to terms that the modern we knew is gone.
yeah.
And that reality is going to be bashed into our brains when Modern Horizons releases. Spark told us that they're willing to put out incredibly powerful and broken cards with very little to no drawbacks. Karn. We saw that earlier tonight. New Karn, dumb. Still there. And there's no sign. Neoform, Allosaurus Riders, Chancellor of the Tangle equals first turn win. Yup. Is it fragile? Absolutely. Is it gonna happen? Most definitely. This running right now. Yeah, see, that's just it. It's not gonna get expensive because they're gonna make a whole lot of replacement cards. The cards that are strong and modern, they're gonna get phased out because they're gonna make functionally better cards in newer sets where they're gonna be more readily available. And for us older players who have a lot of the legacy cards, we're now going to be able to play those versions instead of having to get the new versions. Now, those older versions are going to be more expensive because they're older, but they're going to be modern legal again, or now. And if they're going to keep rotating it like that, hopefully it's not going to rotate and make everything as obsolete as a lot of stuff is probably going to happen. But I just I liked that it wasn't Legacy Light.
Yeah.
And right now, it really feels like they're pushing it to be a Legacy Light or an extended standard. And I'm not on board with either of those. Modern had its own sweet spot. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm still I'm still churning all of this over in my little brain. My hamster's working overtime. He's tired. He's an asthmatic, so he doesn't get around the wheel as often as he needs to, but he's working overtime trying to figure out what's going to happen with Modern, and I'm not liking what I'm seeing. But I'm probably going to get used to what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Because I love the game.
Yeah.
And I love the format. I just don't want to have to play cards. And that's what made Modern stand aside from Standard and Legacy and Vintage. Legacy and Vintage feel like if you don't have these cards, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Modern, damn near everything was viable if you played it correctly.
Yeah.
Standard whittles it. Now, this Standard, I'll give you, there are a lot more decks in the meta than your typical 2 or 3. But typical Standard is 2 or 3 decks, and if you're not playing those 2 or 3 decks, you're not going to win.
Yeah.
And if your goal is to win, yeah, it's dumb. I didn't want that to be Modern. You can make the argument, if you're not playing Tron, you're playing behind. If you're not playing Deck of the Month, you're playing behind. But that's the great thing about Modern, is that Deck of the Month, aside from Tron, rotated so frequently that it took an Eldrazi winner for us to take notice of,
Whoa.
hey, that's not cool. And I don't want to see emergency bans, but okay. I don't see the Karn-Lock sticking around.
Has everything gone outside? Are we just waiting on one more game, or?
I don't see the Karn-Lock sticking around. For 10 mana, now arguably 10 mana is difficult to get to in normal circumstances. And it's not just going to be Tron. Even if it's not 10 mana in one, it's 10 mana in one go, but it's 6 mana altogether.
Okay.
6 mana altogether, because all you need is the 4 to put Karn down, tutor out your Mycosynth Lattice from your sideboard, and then cast it when you have 6 lands. And because all of that is colorless, and it's 4 deck slots and 1 sideboard slot, something's going to give. One of those things has to give. I hate that they put themselves in that position, and I hate that that's something. It's like, there's this lock piece out there, and if you don't have it, you're going to lose to it. You just got to be prepared for it. I don't know. I don't like it.
So I didn't want to interrupt your tirade, but like, I have a robotic sound in my headset.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was just like, I heard it like middle of your
Right.
talk, and I was just like, I'm gonna wait a minute.
That's okay. We're going to lose sound here for a second. We'll be right back.
Oh, that's better.
How was that?
That's better.
Okay.
Yep.
And yeah, there's always going to be some cards in Modern that are going to be really expensive.
Uh-huh.
They're the ones that they're refusing to reprint, even though they need to reprint them. Jace the Derp Sculptor, Tarmogoyf, Horizon Canopy. The land should not be the problem. Every deck requires a mana base, and
Yep.
if so, and the fact that some of the most expensive cards in Modern are the mana base, that's a fundamental problem.
Yes.
Now the Legacy and the Vintage, I get. Those cards are on the reserve list. Those cards are, they're really old, and with the way that the game has progressed, they're really, really powerful. But there is not a single card in Modern that's on the reserve list.
Yeah.
There will never be a card in Modern that's on the reserve list. There's no reason that Modern is as expensive of a format as it is
Today.
today.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Who are we wanting on cam next?
Jake Holmes.
Jake Holmes.
Jake
Okay.
Holmes.
Which one's that one? I
He's the guy with the necklace, with he's the bigger fellow with the chin beard,
Okay.
and he is playing a Derp Shadow deck, if that matters. You can also just walk out there and say Jake, or Jake Holmes, because there's Jacob. But if you be like Jacob Holmes, and be like, oh, what? It's like, okay. And I feel like that I'm ranting about Modern. But it's the same rant that everyone, including myself, has ranted about, and unfortunately will probably continue to rant about. That it's too expensive, needlessly. Wizards wants money. Allow us to give you money. Hasbro is one of the dumbest companies. They're out there as like, oh, Wizards isn't performing as well as we would like. Well, you know what? That's your fault. I understand you got to have your local game stores making profit.
Yep.
But you're telling me that Hasbro doesn't want money? Modern is a very popular cash cow.
Oh yeah.
There's no reason that, and I'm not saying, master sets, they force themselves to be expensive. They it's like, oh, you get a foil in every pack. I don't need a foil in every pack.
No.
It's done that you're making these. It's like, well, you could get really good cards. Yeah, that's the point. Make them $6 at the most. But that's where you need to have the reprints.
Yep.
You can just you put out a modern set, a master set. It doesn't have to be modern masters every year, but the modern masters was a fantastic idea. It was just executed
Weirdly.
like a money hungry company. Mm-hmm. A company that's like, well, people are wanting this, so we better charge a lot for it. That's not the answer. That's
No.
not the answer. But again, same argument we've had. Same debate we're always going to have over Modern.
Yep.
Hasbro doesn't care about our money.
No.
And that's the problem, is they claim they want money, but they don't want our money.
Yep.
And that's just weird to me. That's just weird to me. It goes against the basic fundamentals of a capitalist system. Mm-hmm. It's supply and demand. Well, if there's a demand for something, and if the supplier is able to readily supply at the same cost as anything else in the format, yeah, they just don't want money.
Yeah, it's counterintuitive and it's weird.
It costs the same money to print a Jace the Mind Sculptor as it does to print a brown Oofy.
Yep. It's all the same.
And that's the only way those two cards will ever be linked together, except on this stream. But for some reason Hasbro doesn't want our money. And they don't even want your local game store's money because they've put that distributor wall in between them, which is weird because they make an LGS go through a distributor.
Yeah.
She's got the buy.
Yep. I
Woo!
figured.
Who's Jake playing?
Who's who?
Jake Holmes?
Jacob Holmes is playing captain.
They're on.
Captain.
Okay, they know. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right.
So we've got round 3. Jackie does indeed have the bye.
Yep.
So you're free to stay here as long as you want.
Plan to.
We got Captain
Captain.
returning to the screen. Double duty. 8 Karn. Facing off against Master of Madness, Jake Holmes. And Jake Holmes is playing derp. No pomp, no circumstance, just derp. I'm not even going to. It's not even derp shadow. It's just derp.
Yep.
The shadow's scary.
Yeah.
At this point, he's not really scary.
Yeah.
He's just a derp. But anyway, let's see how this game goes. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see more Tron degenerateness.
I mean, wrong.
Fantastic! No, it's really good gameplay.
Oh yeah.
It does take skill to know a deck in and out so much that you know exactly what you need, how you need it, and where you can get it. But
One of these days I will get to that point. But
just
it wasn't that
just
night
just
tonight.
don't go through Tron to do it. It's
I don't plan to.
it's oh my goodness, Ludicolo.
Wait, what?
Boom.
Oh no.
So you haven't seen him in true action. There's a look at him dance. He's like, hey, I'm a Ludicolo. Oh my god, that is playing hell with the chroma key. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
That is
Go figure.
That is funny.
He's the happiest pineapple.
Yeah.
He is. He absolutely is the happiest pineapple. But it doesn't play well on the chroma key.
Nope.
Hey, it is the stuff of nightmares just to see. Whoops. Okay. The box is locked. The lights are on. It's modern fighting time.
Yep.
I am gonna lose him if I don't do something. Whew. He was so far back there. Okay. Jake gets 9. Looks like he's gonna be playing first. Oh, let's see how fast Tron can be assembled in this game.
Yep.
Game number 3 against Rocket was turn 3 naturally. And Captain admitted me that his opening hand game 3 was 6 lands.
Yep.
It was 4 mines, tower, power plant, and something else that doesn't matter. Assembling Niv Mizzet 2 colors matters for EDH. Pretty excited to watch it not work as planned. Hey, Niv Mizzet, if you go evensies around or like focus on whichever ones, he's still a 6/6 flyer for 5 mana. That you're gonna look at 10 cards and probably get at least 3 of them. So
Yep.
that's really good. That's really good.
I do need to tweak my Niv Mizzet commander deck at
Huh.
some point.
I've
Because I just kind of threw it together, called it good, and called it a day.
Sometimes I believe that my friend Dustin is too smart for his own good because I teased my new commander deck for the group on Friday by just giving them the casting cost in a picture.
Oh boy.
And then he was able to deduce from that. It's like, well, it's not Baron, so must be Kira. And I'm like,
Ouch.
well done, sir. But Kira is my commander. I'm looking so forward to playing this deck.
Yeah.
And again, I'm so sorry to you, Bryans, to have to play Bob not playing white. I'm one of your buddies? He didn't want to say my name, but that's me. I play Child. Yeah, I have 3 Wooburg decks, and okay, so Thoughtseize comes down, and Jake's already down to 13.
Which, yeah, me and my fiance were talking about eventually building the Super Friends commander deck, and we were just like, what even can we use for our commander? And then I was just like,
your choice.
Yeah, because it was like, I immediately said Progenitus, because that's...
Very good. You can go Progenitus.
And then he was like, well, there's Child of Alara, and then...
You do not run Child.
Yeah.
If you're playing Super Friends, you do not run Child. It is so anti everything your deck is trying to do.
Fair enough.
No, so some of the funner aspects in my Super Friends, 5-color Super Friends, if you're playing Commander and if you want to be the most degenerate possible, you play 4-color Super Friends, everything but red, and you run Atraxa as your commander.
Okay.
She's the lovely lady that is 4/4 flying, lifelink, death touch, flying, for 4 mana, that says at the end of your turn, proliferate.
So she has double flying?
You
said flying twice.
I couldn't remember what I said. She has all the keywords. And
I know.
It's flying, lifelink, death touch, and
that's pretty spicy.
she doesn't have first strike, but she's bad enough on her own. But it's a 4/4 flying 4/4 flying lifelink, death touch for 4 mana that proliferates for free at the end of your turn. So
which that is pretty spicy.
that is the most degenerate Super Friends commander to have. I myself run Sliver Queen for the 5 colors. Jake has 2 derp shadows on the board, and they are 7/7s.
Oh my.
Go Jake. But it's just a... and Captain is stuck on 2 lands.
Ooh.
Not good, not good.
I'm gonna go and get a snack. It's like, definitely, I'm totally paying attention to the match in hand. But that's how it be.
Alright. And Jake goes swinging with his double derps. Double derp. And unless Captain has some sort of an answer, was it Warping Whale is the colorless answer to that? If it's no-go, he's going to go ahead and take 14. That's going to drop him all the way down to 6. Big swing. Oh, look at that. It's Karn. He doesn't have the 10 mana, but he is threatening a lock. But so he's going to tick it up, or he's going to tick it down and fetch out Ensnaring Bridge. And Jake is showing in the Culligan's command that even if he casts it, he's going to command, destroy the bridge, and swing in for lethal. And Captain goes down game number 1, just like how he lost to Rock. Not much of a land support, and just gets over-swarmed by big nasty baddies. So, life total is returned to 20. Jake playing smart, holding a K command. Let me put that up there in case you're all wondering. think it's Culligan. No. Culligan. Yeah, there it
Yep,
is.
call again.
Uh,
I didn't even know what the conversation was about, but yeah.
well, apparently that's the Italian version, how the Italians spell Culligan. How about Gan? Command.
So we're still on about a 5-color.
Can be. I have chosen Sliver Queen to represent mine.
Yeah.
Dromacaz.
So what are we looking up now?
Oh, there it is. Collagen. Ah, it's Ghan. That would explain it. Come on, select it. There we go. The Culligan's command. Brian, being very smart, holding up the Culligan's command in hand to answer whatever he wishes for with Karn.
Mm-hmm.
So if the other one's Karn Daddy, is this one the Karn Mommy? I'm gonna run with that. I don't care what anybody says. Karn Mommy. I like it.
Just put an apron on and give him a
It
little
makes
bit of
it
lipstick.
makes sense. You know, Karn Father takes away from you. Karn Mommy is like, Karn Mommy, I want an artifact. It's like, okay, I'll get you an artifact. You know,
Just
good old Jersey Jewish Karn.
Just give Karn Daddy a fedora, a tie, and a briefcase. Call it good. Karn Mommy, give her a apron and give her some lipstick.
But yeah, I run the Sliver Queen in mine, and it's not just to play Sliver Queen.
Mm-hmm.
I rationalize it that it's all 5 colors, so I have access to all 5 colors, but it also puts out blockers, and running a lot of Planeswalkers don't always have a lot of blockers, so
Yeah.
the Sliver Queen rationalized in my mind as she allows me to put out blockers.
It's the safety net.
It kind of is. If it wasn't going to be the Sliver Queen, it would have probably been Chromat.
Yeah.
Because Chromat's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other that would have worked. I mean, could make the argument to play a Tog, but if you're playing a Tog, it's just to get the colors.
Yeah.
I'm sure that there's a legitimate Atog tribal
Yeah.
EDH deck, but I have no idea. So, we've got Power Plant into a Chromatic Sphere, and Jake responds with Crack a Fetch. Oh my goodness, that took a while. Crack a Fetch. Get out of here. And go down to 17. Boop, 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 boop. Bam, bam. Thoughtseize? Do I smell a Thoughtseize? Kinda hope we got a Thoughtseize happening. Oh wait, I gave Captain the win. That win went to Jake.
Oops,
And there's a Thoughtseize. Oh, get that O-Stone. Ooh, Eugene and an O-Stone. That's
some spice.
That's the O-Stone is the one that is the most dangerous, but what do you get? Oh, strip the Ancient Stirrings. Okay. Take away the ability to dig. Interesting, because if you keep him on 2 lands, he can't get back.
Yeah.
So, well played. Well played. I'm that's why I am the one talking. And let's see here. Jake is going to crack an Mishra's Bauble to take a look at the top of Captain's deck. And then he gets to draw during his the next upkeep, so that's something to keep in mind. Captain, oh, another Thoughtseize. Why is he paying 3? And we're going to crack a fetch. It feels like he's paying more life. It looks like he's
Then-
thought seizing for 3 life.
Hmm.
And that's not how thought seize works. Pretty sure my math is bad, but didn't think it was
And
that bad.
unfortunately, I haven't been paying too much attention.
Well, that's
so I
okay
couldn't-
because he cracked fetch. So 6, 6, 2 and 2 is 16. No, it's not 16. 6, 6, 2 and 2. It's yeah, or 3, 6, 2 and 2. That should be 12. Okay, yeah, 12. Where was I getting? Wow. For some reason, it doesn't make sense in my mind, but the math checks out, and I don't trust math. So, gets a Fulminator Mage, which is a very good thing, because it's going to take him off Tron, whichever Tron piece he happens to get. Probably going to take him off that tower, but that seems like the likely target.
Yeah.
Let's see what Jake does here. And Captain drops a chromatic star, cracks it for probably green mana. I'm guessing, but I just haven't. Oh, I know what's wrong. Boo 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 do 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 do
Excuse me.
do 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 do. Oh my goodness. Ah.
Hmm?
Nothing is as it should be. There we go. So Fulminator is going to come down into play and blowing up not the tower because he has 2 of those now. There we go. So he's going to get the power plant. So Captain has 2 of the same Tron piece in play right now, which is not doing him or anyone a good amount of a lot of things. Gonna cast down the O Stone. And then for 5 mana, he'll be able to blow it up. But nothing really to blow up right now. He's just giving Jake targets to shoot.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, for 1 more mana, he can start making his lands indestructible, and
Yeah.
that's or not indestructible, just not taken out by the O Stone.
Yeah.
Which O Stone doesn't hit lands. Ignore what I'm talking about. I'm going down a rabbit hole that makes 0 sense. And there's a Derp Shadow comes into play as a he's a big one. 8/8 and a Tarmogoyf. That's probably a 4 or 5. Once you're in land, creature, instant, sorcery, artifact. It's probably a 5/6. So I don't think we have any planeswalkers in there. No enchantments. Oh, there is a planeswalker in there. So Biggie's a 6. A 6/7 Tarmogoyf.
Oof.
Oh, nope, a 5. Something's not in there. Maybe instant? I don't think they have any instants in there because there's planeswalker, land, artifact, and sorcery. And creature. Don't forget creature, because he did use a Fulminator Mage. Swings in with a biggin. And blows up with the blast zone, or blasting zone, or the new land. And then we're going to Assassin's Trophy, the Oblivion Stone. Let's see here. So this is all in response, so he's going to take a big hit from 6. Now that there is an instant in the graveyard, Goyf is up to a 6/7. No tribal, no enchantments. So those are the only two keeping it from being a full-fledged 8/9.
Yep.
Which is the maximum size a Goyf can be at this time. Captain goes and gets a forest, as is his like, as is his wont. And goes with a star, cracks the star, goes egg hunting, finds a mine, and a walking ballista for 2.
Nice, nice.
Jake draws a replacement Derp Shadow, it looks like. Liliana of the Veil.
That is a good altar of
We're going to
it.
tick down Liliana, and to make him sacrifice, then he's going to shoot Lily to death. Or shoot Lily, shoot you. Goyf is not on the table, but yeah, Goyf is on the table. Shadow's not on the table. Takes Captain down to 8. Another big hit for 6. Jake doesn't have lethal on board unless he's got. Well, he might have a K command. He might have anything that deals a bolt will kill him. I don't know if that deck plays bolts though. So Ulamog is the chosen. And plus make him discard. And Captain goes down to 2. And Ancient Stirring's not going down without a fight. 4, 5. What did you find, Captain? Is it gonna... Oh, it is gonna...
Hello.
Oh! Eugene the Spirit Dagron. So, yeah, Eugene comes in with 7 loyalty counters, and then he can immediately remove 3 of them to wipe out Jake's entire board. And Jake just can't fight a Eugene, because nobody can fight a Eugene, because Eugene is dumb. Eugene's very dumb. But we get a game 3 out of the situation. I'm going to mute myself for half a second and enjoy the rest of this delicious peach pie.
I guess I can focus on you for a minute.
Alright. Sorry about that. Fantastic presentation as always. I haven't touched on it. My background, in keeping in the theme for May, I have the Daredevil Dragster.
What is the theme for May? I'm not paying attention.
That's okay. Nobody has guessed it yet. It's one of those, if you guess it, I'll tell you. If
Oh,
not,
okay.
you gotta wait till June.
Okay. So wait, what was it?
Daredevil Dragster. It's a vehicle out of Kaladesh Block, of course. The Daredevil Dragster is a 4/4 vehicle for 3 mana, cruise for 2, and at the end of combat, if Daredevil's Dragster attacked or blocked this combat, put a velocity counter on it. And then, if it has 2 or more velocity counters on it, sacrifice it and draw 2 cards. Cards. Not cars.
I was gonna say.
Draw
wait.
draw 2 cars.
Yep. Get out the pen and paper, boys.
Let's see here. Let's reset everybody's life total up to 20, because everybody gets 20.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
I need to find. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Are we on rain delay? Oh, yep, delay. Rain delay. Okay. Karn, the Great Creator. Do, 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 do. Da, ba, 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 ba. Okay, let's see here. Jake gets to go first this game. Sounds like neither player is having fantastic luck, but doesn't want to go down. Jake immediately cycles Street Wraith, giving him a card advantage and life disadvantage. Or advantage!
Oh.
Verdant Catacomb gonna crack a fetch and shock it into play down to 15 already. Mm-mm. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And tower into a chromatic sphere. So, Tron doing as Tron does. Ba-ba. And a Inquisition of Kozilek. No, no Thoughtseize this time. Let's see here.
The only thing I could think of for your theme is cruising, Sunday cruise or Sunday driving or something like that.
Nope.
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 Okay.
That is not it.
Okay.
That is not it. But that's a good guess. Is a good guess. Does end up taking the Crom Sphere? Oh. And there's a Crom Star, so we are 2/3 of the way to Tron. Was that a map? No, it was an Ancient Stirrings. He found the other piece of Tron. Ah, I bet that's what the was for from Jake.
Yeah.
Not good. For Jake. Fantastic for Captain.
Oh yeah.
But Tron is the perfect heal deck in Magic.
Yep.
Ash Trophy the Tower! Woo! Gotta
What?
get there. Gotta keep him off Tron somehow.
Yep.
And since you know he had the third piece, gotta do what you can. Gotta do what you can. Okay, so we've got Forest, we've got Power Plant, we've got Crom Sphere. Make it green.
Do you have a spot for my charger?
Yeah. There you go. And we have Ghost Quarter. And we have Goif. So much Goif.
Yep.
Ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Do-ba-do-ba-do-do-do. All right. Goif. Goif is a 5.
Okay.
Jake, not quite fully understanding what a spam call is, so... That sounds like a terrible situation. Alright. So, 2 pieces of Tron, Ghost Quarter, and a Forest. Jake, with double 5-power Goifs on the board. Captain wants a Eugene. Captain really wants a Eugene right now, or an O-Stone. Either one would make him very happy. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe if I cheer for Tron, it'll lose more. Because it seems to be whatever side I'm on doesn't always pull through.
Yeah.
What do we got? Oh, we're on Jake's turn. And he's in the middle of an important phone call, so we got a little bit of time.
Did you watch any good movies recently?
I watched All That Jazz just today. Not too bad of a movie.
What is it about?
It is a near autobiography about Bob Fosse.
Uh-huh.
Bob Fosse was a director, choreographer, and Broadway director. It was essentially he wrote a story about about his life and what might have happened during the summer where he was editing the theatrical film Lenny, which was a biopic about Lenny Bruce, and directing and writing and directing and choreographing Chicago for Broadway. So I guess the best way to describe the movie itself is it is a movie that is about a musical that turns into a musical about halfway through.
That
Because
does
it
sound
starts
nice.
it's not too bad. It is not too bad. It I am gonna put it on my would recommend list.
Okay. Because it's like I love musicals,
Okay.
especially some of the more I'd say more contemporary musicals. I do like the classics.
Right.
It's just I've been more interested in the contemporary stuff because it's like you had movie musicals die at least like once, maybe twice already. So to see it kind of come back is really interesting.
Right. I think this was, I don't know what year this movie was. I'm sure I can find it really quick. All That Jazz was a 1979 movie.
Okay.
Starring Roy Scheider and Jessica Lange,
Yeah.
with appearances from a good number of other well-known 80s actors, like a very young John Lithgow.
Wow.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. A very I'm not gonna say serious role, but an unjokey role from Wallace Shawn. And as long as you're not offended by gratuitous or happenstantial booby shots, yeah, by all means, take a look at All That Jazz.
I draw naked women on the regular, so it's like, oh, this is a thing, this is happening.
Seems legit.
Yep.
Boo boo. It is giving me a little bit of time for my magnum opus here. See, Jackie gets to see what's happening behind the scenes right now.
I get to see behind the veil.
It's not on. I have it muted. Alright.
Yep.
And Jake begins his turn.
What's that card?
What card? That is a
one.
Tormund's Crypt.
What is that, dude? That sounds pretty cool.
Tormund's Crypt is a 0-drop artifact. Tap, sacrifice it, exile all cards from target player's graveyard.
Spicy.
It is. That one is from The Dark. which is where it was originally printed.
Ooh. That is a very nice art.
It is pretty nice. I do like it. And even the dark printing of it is, well, the dark version's about $10, but the card itself is about $1. It was printed in Commander 2014. It was an M15, which is why it's in Modern.
Yeah.
It was also time shifted. It was an F&M promo. Was M13. Was in Chronicles. So it's been around the block a couple times. But yeah, the OG dark one, that's definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
And it looks like he blew up his own graveyard to make the goif a little bit smaller. Oh my goodness, the hiccups are real. Oh, they're real. You don't know my pain.
I need to be right back.
Hashtag don't steal my cat.
Okay. I got 4.
Hello. Alright, and it looks like, ooh. And it looks like, Thrag Daddy had come down on, or something got beast within. Nope, it was Thrag Daddy that got killed. So, Jake is at 11 life. And Captain is probably at more than that now. Oh, it's Karn. It's the Karn mommy. And we're going to wish down, and unless Jake, he has no answers. Gets a bridge? Gets a bridge. And we are ghost quartering the land, so we're doing it the hard way. Not automatically locking him out, but like 30%. I've been out of that loop for a while. There's probably a lot about like One Piece and Attack on Titan, JoJo. Yeah, had to get that beautiful bridge on the table for Cam. I get it. I mean, my copy of that bridge has a beautiful bob crease down the middle of it, but I get it. I get it. Masterpiece bridges are beautiful. I'm not gonna lie.
They're all masterpieces?
Captain put a masterpiece bridge down on the table that he wished for.
It's always nice to see. Always nice to see a
Yeah.
masterpiece.
And then he decided to ghost quarter his land. So now Jake is really behind a little bit, but. So, this is a dangerous time to be a Magic player. Because we just had War of the Spark release, arguably one of the best sets to ever be released. And in less than a month, another almost guaranteed to be powerful set for Modern will be released with Modern Horizons.
Yep.
Coming out first weekend of June.
Oh boy.
Or second weekend of June, I think, and then the pre-release is followed by 1 month after that, we get M20.
Oh boy.
So 3 months back to back, right in a row
Of
of
magic.
magic. All
Yeah.
sets, all with pre-releases, all with. Yeah, I feel you, Brian.
Yeah.
I feel you,
Ow.
Brian.
Yep.
Yeah. My wallet hurts too. And on top of that, I've got a D&D mini problem.
Oh.
That's not helping things. Although, how can you say no? How can you say no to a Rimerace like that?
Ooh.
Oh, he's so pretty.
He
Like,
is.
little centipede man. He looks like a grumpy old man. He's like, hey, kids, get off my dungeon.
Yeah, my dungeon.
And, yeah, Captain just slams the door with the Mycosynth Lattice after he makes sure that Jake couldn't attack anymore. Captain picks up the win. Second win tonight. 7th win? Yes, 7th win on the year. That is a big 7-1-1 for the captain. And unfortunately, Jake Holmes, he's probably up higher. Let's see here. Oh, there you are. Jake Holmes picks up second loss on the year, so he is 2-2. And yeah, there we go. Captain's going to take this one in 3, because Jake did get their game number 1. So just like Rock, Captain goes down. It does look like a Gyarados, doesn't it? He's like, I'm a land Gyarados. What do you? Oh, the chroma key in them eyes. Oh, that's terrifying. Woo, that's a good effect, though. That's awesome. It feels very Hollow Man up in here. Anyway, 3 rounds. Going the distance tonight. Showcase Captain in his 8 Karn. Oh, the degenerateness. Oh, 8 Karn. It's good.
Yep.
Not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
It's good, but it's not positive.
Yeah.
We got to see Captain take out Rock in 3 games. Got to see Captain take out Jake Holmes in three games. And unfortunately, we saw Jackie fall victim to Jacob and his Hive Titan in 2 games. So
It's like the last time I played Jacob, well, like, I think he was running the same deck. So it's just like...
it was like, really? Really? I know you have other decks. Last week he was on Adnos, so
Oh.
you know you got that, you know, that you dodged, but
Yeah.
But anyway, let's extort.
Export. There we go.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Where is it? It's got to be a PNG. There it is. I mean, nothing.
Yep.
Anyway, that's going to do us for tonight. 3 rounds into the bank, in the bag, locked in the can, thrown into the vault, never to be seen again.
Nope.
I hope not. I hope everybody's seeing it.
Yep.
And how can you see it? Well, the archives are all on YouTube. That's
Yep.
The Zone 521. Head over there if you're not a subscriber. Why not?
Please.
It's not like it's bad. I mean, okay, it's arguably and objectively bad. It's subjectively bad. It's just bad, but I mean, at least the games are quality.
Yeah.
You can always watch it on mute.
Yep.
You can always skip through the show and just pick out the matches you want to see.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe in like the descriptions for the videos, like have timestamps for when the matches start. So
Jackie, I don't think you understand just how incredibly lazy I am.
oh yeah,
That would require
effort.
going back and watching them
Yeah.
to make sure that they're okay.
Yeah.
And keeping notes but I'm not gonna help you skip me being dumb. You can do that on your own. I would love to be like at the level to get a timestamp guy. I mean, that's like every YouTuber's dream is to find the timestamp guy. You know what? If you want to, go ahead.
Yeah.
Every show, just watch it. It's like timestamp. Leave it in the comments.
Yep.
Timestamp guy in the comments. Jackie's volunteering.
Yep.
We'll find out if she's just as lazy.
Oh no. Like I'm
Not that I'm saying you're lazy. Not at all. I'm not saying that. Don't take that.
No,
Don't take
because
that.
it's like I'm actually going through and trying to find all the videos that I'm in,
Oh.
so that I could actually have a concurrent playlist
Right.
of all of my featured matches.
Okay. And I don't have any kind of block, so if you felt so inclined, you could like just download the video
Yeah.
with a YouTube ripper. Not that I'm suggesting anybody do that, because I don't think I can, but I'm sure there are services out there that allows you to rip a DVD or video off of YouTube. I don't know what any of them are, but and then if you wanted to use your own, Movie Maker or whatever software you have to tear apart those lists, I'm not opposed. Whatever, whatever makes you moist. But no, you can subscribe if you're not, and if you are, thank you. And then how can you help? Well, you can tell your friends.
Yep.
And you can tell your neighbors.
Yep.
And then you can tell your parents.
Oh yeah.
And you can tell your pets.
Yeah.
Because I know your pet has a Google account.
Yep.
You can't tell me it doesn't. If you got a dog, you got a cat, you got a chinchilla, you got a goldfish, I know it's got a Google account.
And hey, maybe ask Grandma and Grandpa.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they're going to care. It's like, oh, what's this? What is Magicians Together in? Modern? I'm a modern hip granny. I'm going to watch that. You know what? Whatever the reason. They don't have to watch. I'm not saying hit that bell icon. No. I update on Tuesday and Thursday. And if you don't like that, well, you don't have to watch. I just want your subscription. Because that subscription goes to a good cause.
Yep.
You know what that subscription causes? Bam! It's the Slap for Subs program. When I get my first 100 subscribers, little Benji Seidel right there, he has donated his face for the cause. Yeah, he's going to get slapped. I want to show that video. I want to show that video so many times. I have so many videos I want to show.
Make a GIF of it.
I might. I'll find somebody who can make a GIF. But what it is, I'm going to. I haven't played this in a while. I think I got to do this to make it right.
Hi everybody, I'm Dave Snell, and I would like for you to support the Brown Oofy Preserve.
What?
Thank you, Wonky Dave. You are a wonderful person. I haven't shown my celebrity endorsement for a while.
That was new to me. That's why I was just like, what?
I thought everybody knew I knew.
Nope.
I thought everyone knew that I know Dave Snell. He's practically family. Snell's uncle, but that's besides the point. The fact is, I got the Dave Snell, the voice of the Bradley Braves, the spokesman for Woodfront Kitchens, the... And he is way, way cooler than Eric Estrada. who hid behind his agent, saying, I would, but I don't think my agent would like me to do an endorsement like that. Was like, you know, whatever, you don't have to, you go punch out somewhere else. I'm going to love you like I've always loved you, Eric. You don't have to make excuses. You can just say, no, I don't want to. You know, you don't have to hide behind your agent. But anyway, Dave Snell's cooler than Eric Estrada. Saying it. I don't care if he's a Cardinal fan. He's still cooler than Eric Estrada. Nobody's perfect. And that's Dave Snell's fault. Or fault. Not fault. Fault. Is that he's a Cardinal fan. If he were, you know, a better team's fan, like, let's say the Mariners, it'd be okay.
It's fine.
But
It's fine.
But anyway, I'm rambling.
Yep.
And I'm getting the wrap-up sign. The music saying, you've gone on long enough.
Yeah, to do curtain call.
But no, subscribe.
Yep, please.
And right there, that's a pretty accurate depiction of what's gonna be forthcoming. Because Ben wants to get slapped, and I want to slap him. I really want to slap him.
How far away are we?
We are sitting.
That's actually.
Why does everybody ask me that when I'm never prepared? It's okay. Bam, 64 subscribers. We are 50 or 46 subscribers away. What? 64? That's 46.
No, it's not.
It's 56.
No.
No, it's 46.
No.
36.
Yes.
It's 96. It's something 6. Never trust the math. The math never works.
Nope.
36 subscribers. 36 people. You can find 36 people to just subscribe to the Zone, because I want to... the Zone 521. The Zone 521. That's important. You got to get the 521 on top of that. It's the Zone 521. Gotta slap Ben. Gotta slap Ben. Because once we slap Ben, then we can move on to the good one.
Oh. Who's the good one?
Now the good one is going to take a little bit longer to get to.
Oh.
But when we hit 500,
Uh-huh.
we, and by we I mean me, the royal we, but you'll be there with me.
Yep.
We are going to kick Danzy square in the nits. Bam! I didn't want to talk about it too much until after we overcome the slap for subs hump. That's 100. But at 500, right into Danzy's taint. Into the grundle. Into the fleshy fun bridge. Into the jewel bag. But again, I can't do it without your help. So, once again, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your parents, tell your pets. Subscribe to the Zone 521 on YouTube, and together we can slap Ben Seidel. I've ranted long enough.
Yes.
I'm going to get this off the fridge. Oh, and what was Dave Snell talking about? He was talking about the Eufy Preserve. I'm rescuing Ice Age Brown Eufys. If you've listened, if you watched the channel before, if you've talked to me for more than 5 minutes about magic, y'all know what this is about. This is about the Ice Age Brown Eufy. I want to save him. Jaya Ballard's a bitch. I want to prove her wrong. Kick the Eufy is not a fun game. Nope. Kick the Eufy is animal cruelty.
Yep.
These are fairy folk that need your help. Find your Ice Age Brown Eufys, your own personal collection, your local game store, drop them in an envelope, slap the address you see on the screen on that envelope, Titan Games care of the Eufy Preserve, 4450 North Prospect Road, Sweet Charlie 6.
We have a question.
What?
Is it 1,000 for the barber?
It is 1,000 for the barber. Again, we're getting way above ourselves.
Yeah.
After we've slapped Ben, and after we've kicked Danzy, made him sing soprano. At 1,000, we're shaving Snell's head.
Okay.
Now Snell is like, yeah, you can shave my head. That's not a problem. See, that's not as entertaining. when we get to that 1,000, it's going to be an event because, you know, we're going to shave things into his head.
Oh.
We're going to make him look like a leper patient.
Yeah.
And leave him sit there and get lots of in the process shots. I don't know if anybody has seen the movie Armed and Dangerous, but the toxic waste dump scene in that movie is what I'm thinking. If you've not, where have you been? Go watch Armed and Dangerous. 1980 something. John Candy. The dad from American Pie. Eugene Levy.
Yeah.
John Candy, Eugene Levy, Robert Loggia.
What? I want him.
Oh no, he will end up bald. That's not my point. He's going bald.
It's just.
But it's the process of getting him from his hair to the bald.
Yep.
Is what's going to be fun. And you know, again, that we got a long way to go to get that in place. We got to slap Ben, then we got to kick Danzy, then we got to shave Snell's head. I foresee like stencil work. Again, I'm getting way ahead of myself, but there's plenty of time to talk about what we're going to do Snell. But send in your reviews. Every Eufy receiver to get a show off, a shout out, and my personal gratitude. Each and every one.
Yep.
I'm trying to say the Eufys, but I can't do it myself. All right. All of that explained.
Yep. We got slap for subs. We got Oofy preserve out of the way. So, closing words.
I don't like Karn. But
I kind of was waiting for that.
However you choose to live your life, whether it be with Karn or not, I still approve. So have a good night and have a great weekend. Thank you. And I'll see you back on Tuesday.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.